Hello, friends. It is me back again with more to say. So let's talk about it real quick. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you so much. I really, really do. I'm gonna leave it at that right now. Okay, so I hope you're all doing okay. So my family is kind of dealing with the loss of a family friend, and so I'm like just doing this. So if you're wondering how I'm doing, that's how I'm doing. This is what we're doing. I hope it helps. So what's up, nerds, freaks, and geeks, and all that's in between? It's me, your girl, Daisy Dame. Welcome back to my channel. I'm genuinely blessed to have you here. No, that's okay. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, so I just had a few more thoughts, of course, like I always do, about this whole Bryan Kohberger thing. And I don't know, I always end up, I feel like I made a couple points that not as many people were picking up on. Hi, yeah, so good to see you. Thank you for being here. Um, Seeing you guys, like, during tough times really helps. Just be appreciative of the time you have with people. And it's hard because this is somebody that we need in the world. Like, we need kind people in this world. And that the person that we lost recently, like, they would always look at me with understanding no matter what hardship I was going through. And it's tough. It never gets easier. But I want to talk about this Bryan thing. Just love your loved ones. Let them know they're loved. And yeah, be so kind to one another. Being awesome. Okay, here's the thing. I'm seeing, like, and hit the like. It's free. Thank you. I'm seeing a lot of Bryan is smart. Bryan is dumb. Bryan is genius. Bryan is not. Bryan is social. Bryan is not. Okay? So I think that this is really important. Bryan is not social. Bryan is not comfortable. Bryan is none of those things. Bryan is masking, okay? That's what we're witnessing, okay? Let's consider when he was moved into this new place far, far away, I think he felt as though it was a new start, a new him, a new personality. Nobody knew him there. He could start fresh. He could be anybody. He could be that guy that talks to you. He could be with a little extra confidence. I think that somebody might have swapped one interest for another. We often see this when it comes to affliction and things like that. People just swap it. Doesn't help. Not a good thing. But I think that's what happened. I think that's why we're hearing that Bryan was staying up late nights. I don't think he's a brilliant genius savant. I just don't. Sorry. Like, I think he's smart. I believe he's smart. I just don't believe he's very, like, intelligent or as brilliant as people make him out to be. Just because people say a lot and like to hear their own voice doesn't mean they're smart, right? And now there's all this talk about incel. Like, I just find this very curious. I wanted to bring that up as well. I really do believe that he is an antisocial person. I really do believe that he had to force himself to make friends, to communicate with others. And again, if you've been watching how I feel about this, you would know that I believe that's because he needed someone to speak on his behalf when he did what he did. And just my opinion, please hit the like. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. People seem to give him a lot of credit, and this is one that drives me nuts. Why are they handling this person with kid gloves? Stop it. Stop it. Grown adult, stop it. Like, yes, they were bullied in their childhood. That happens, and I'm so sorry for that. I get it. I've been through it. Like, I was bullied too. I was the weird art student who wore every color that it never matched. None of my clothes matched. Every fabric went with the wrong one. It didn't matter for me, okay? So the jocks, people on the football team, when I walked down the hallway, they would go, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Like, imagine how much that hurt. Like, for a young teenage girl who thinks she's already smelly and, like, looking like a hot mess, half-eaten bag of chips. It's not easy. Like, I get that, right? But this is no excuse. Like, It's not his fault that he was bullied, but it is his responsibility to take care of his mental health. It wasn't my fault that I was bullied. Just because they have bad taste in clothing and I was looking like a diva, that's fine. Like, that's on them if they miss out on a good friend, right? So I don't like the fact that they're trying to handle this person with kid gloves. Knock it off, grown adult. Okay? We keep trying to euthanize these people who have done horrible things. And there are times where, yes, nature versus nurture, we can take into account their upbringing and all that, but at what point does it stop being the excuse for every little thing they've done wrong? Like, it can help us explain, but it's not the overall reason, right? I hope that makes sense. I know it's a little confusing. Um, so you guys know that I am a strong advocate for mental health. Of course, I too have been through my own struggles. Like I said, I was bullied in high school. Hi, thank you for joining me. I was even bullied by my teachers at times because I had ADHD that was untreated. Genuinely. Like, because I would have sometimes like some issues paying attention and I just wanted to doodle. Um, like, I had a teacher that would literally make fun of me, and it was like, this is horrible. No child should have to go through this. I hope my child never has to go through this. Some teachers are horrible. And since when I was growing up, I was in a very small town, it really didn't matter how the teachers treated us because they needed teachers. So didn't matter that he had to have a cup of vodka in his cup every morning. It didn't matter. So we get struggle. Like, we get that people go through hard times. Irish kids, I know. That's so funny you say that because I feel like, yeah, people, I don't know why. I guess I do know why, but it just sucks. It's like, come on. I just wish people didn't look at one another like that. I feel like it's no bueno. So here's my thing. In my opinion, this dude is faking it. He was trying to fake it till he made it. This dude, he's out of his he's out of his element. He's out of his comfort zone. He's trying to be someone new. I think that he wanted, like, he was using the midnight fuel, if you know what I mean, right? Like snowboarding maybe at night. Yeah, because if you're staying up that late, it's either you're unmedicated and it's insomnia and you need help, or you're medicated and you're up at night doing stupid stuff because that's when you're up doing your stuff, right? I heard recently, flutters through the internet that this is where he went to do those things, right? And I heard a couple creators like snicker at the thought that, oh, this addict who was an addict prior, I don't know if he is now, just saying, would go somewhere to some parking lot to do that. Like, they laughed about that. Oh, the sweet, sweet innocence of your heart. They will go anywhere. They will go anywhere. It's not just like, oh, it's a parking lot. How could they go there? Like, obviously that's not why he was there. Obviously. I don't believe that that house was that type of house at all. You would know. Just because, like, one, the proximity of those bad things, like maybe by one parent, no, that does not equate to this is a house only for that. No way. Look at those kids. There's no way. They're not wearing those types of clothes. They're not looking like that without not having a dirty habit like that. Just saying. Like, maybe they flirt around with things here and there, but there's no way. There's no way. So, yeah, I think it exactly. I think it's just been the it house. And imagine what it took to get into the it house. Um, okay, so many people struggle with mental health. It's tough. The reality is that everybody, they feel like they have to be tough, okay? They feel like they have to be tough through mental health struggles. But the reality is you don't. You have to do the opposite. Please hit the like. I really appreciate you. I'm going to make this one as quick as I can. That's why I'm just like rattling it all off. Because I know that your time is important to you. And I just appreciate you guys. So, okay. You need to let yourself feel it. You need to let yourself be vulnerable. Allow yourself to be soft. Allow yourself to feel the emotions and understand, like the passing clouds in the sky, they will pass. This too shall pass. It will. And so just please don't make forever solutions to temporary problems. That really, really, really breaks my heart. And I know it happens. I will absolutely check my Insta. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. I adore you so much. I really do. I mean that though. Please, like, please. So why is this happening? If he is truly an incel, which I hate that. I hate that term. I hate it. Um, what if he's celibate by choice? Like, I probably, who knows? But listen, some people are, and that's fine too. So, like, I just don't like this term. I really don't. I don't like it. This feels like another scapegoat to me. Like, oh, here's another excuse for his, like, defense, right? Like, don't worry. Not only was he bullied, he is incel. Since when is it like the worst thing to be celibate? Like, since when they're like, oh my God, he's celibate, there's got to be something wrong mentally. This is it. We have found it. The man has not got the cuddles. And the judge is like, bang, he didn't get the cuddles. What can I say? No. 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 I know. It's like, come on. So I think if you ask anyone, I think that he asked, was anyone else picked up because there's an accomplice? I think he's not smart enough to do it because, oh, he had an interest in these people. No. There's someone he cares about involved in this situation. I will bet my everything on it. Like, I really feel that way. There's someone involved. There's someone involved that he cares about that was in this with them. And that's how it was so quick. That's how he knew when. That's how, all of it worked out the way it did, because there was a sneaky little sneaky there waiting for him, tipping him off, letting him know. And it's someone just as sick, someone just as mentally depraved. Oh, that's like so frustrating to me. Yeah. I just don't see him being so calculated and smart. I just don't. Like, okay, like book smart, yeah, sure. Okay, great. But this is not smart. Like, I just don't see this as being smart. I think that there's an accomplice. Like I said, I think that he cares for her well-being. And yes, I'm going to keep calling her a her because I think it's a her. Why speed off? He was cool, calm, and calculated the whole time. Right. And if he is vegetarian, maybe it's his little psycho, what is her name? Harley Quinn. Maybe it's his little Harley Quinn. Why speed off? He doesn't drive like that. Cool, calm, and collected. Just walked out the door. Nobody's business, right? I don't think so. I think that somebody was waiting in the car to drive off, and that's why they sped off. He wouldn't have sped off. He would have thought, that's too sus, right? So, did he possibly relapse? Totally possible. Was he hiding in this driveway to do that type of thing? I don't think so. No. And like I said, I hear channels snicker at the thought, but addicts, again, they're wild. They will pop up anywhere. They will be in a freaking garbage can doing it. So don't be like surprised that, oh, they're hiding in a parking lot doing what they're doing, because they're everywhere, honey. They're everywhere. They'll be in the bathroom at the mall and you're like, God dang, that's illegal. Like, what are you doing? So people are just so, like, that's so sweet and innocent of them to not even think that. I just laugh at that. I think that's so sweet, so endearing. And I get it. Like, here's another thing is this is tragic. Like, these things really aren't a laughing matter. And I get it. I giggle a lot too, because it's this discomfort. It's this, I could never fathom, right? To me, it's just, I just don't get it. So what does this case have in common with others? And yes, pardon my stretch. Let's all get our arms ready. Here we go. Are you ready? Oh, you're so sweet. Stop it. Stop it. What do all these cases have in common recently? These beautiful people were speaking out about a certain thing happening in this world. Yes, one of these people in this house. And it was said in the very beginning of this whole thing, only once, I do believe just once, where they said they were speaking out against something that was so horrible in this world, fighting for the most vulnerable. It's so sweet. Like, that's what we need. That's like the person that we just lost recently. They're this person. They're the good person that speaks out for the world. They're the person that says, why is this happening to the most innocent in our lives? This should never happen in any way. Like, we were told that they were going to change the world, that they were going to speak out on certain things. What were those things? protecting our youth. So that, same thing with Twitch, same thing with Anne Heche. Where are they going? What happened to all of them? Maybe Bryan is a cover, after all. Maybe it's the fact that they were building a community. They built a platform. They wanted to speak out on those things. Anne Heche was making a movie to speak out about those things. Twitch was close to who? Big Miss Voodoo Daddy herself, Ellen. It is one specific topic that keeps coming up, and these people keep leaving. The woman working on the video with Anne also departed within that week. How strange. Isn't it how, like, just so funny to me that the people who are doing the most, the people that are purest, like, hi, thank you so much for joining me. Oh, you guys are amazing. They're up and out of here. They're up and out of here. The good ones. Why is that? Because our God is a selfish God. And he sees them and he says, I want them close to me. They should never have to suffer such things. So God, works in magical ways, but I just don't get it. Why won't anyone protect us, right? Why won't anyone protect our kids? Because no one's coming. No one's coming to save us. We need to take this upon ourselves. We need to do this right. And we need to do this every single day. Practice that this is no longer what we want in our world. This case and so many others don't make sense to me. Every time there's this new case, it's more convoluted and confusing. I mean, think of Kylie. Summer Wells, still not found. Oh, how could someone do this to another human? Did he really do this because he's just butthurt because of someone bullied him? Or is he too smart for that? Or is he too intelligent and this is some Truman Show stuff? This is a grand show. For him to say, look what I can do. Just because Timmy was mean to him in a schoolyard, I just don't believe it. Or are these some sick and twisted monsters? Not born of love, but of something completely different. They are sick people and they know that our time is short. So it's like they're trying to just burn it all down, right? Something isn't right. My spidey sense is going off and something isn't right. I do believe in my dear heart that this person is the right person. I do believe that. I do believe in my heart that justice will be served. And it doesn't matter how many lives that they try and extinguish from this world. I'm not going to correct it. I'm not going to even correct it. Listen. People will continue to fight for the right things. Those with pure hearts and lights in their souls will guide the proper way. Like not hurting the youth, like for one. For one. The people that are meant to change our tomorrow by speaking out about those things. So, is there another reason? Could there be another reason? I mean, his dad even asked his neighbor to be his friend. Think about that. How would you feel if your parents did that? When you were grown. Like 28 is not even like excusable anymore. It's alarming. So his dad asked the neighbor, will you be his friend, And I guess it was the wife or the girlfriend of the neighbor was like, you're never going to see this person again. Luckily, they wouldn't very often at all. They would just give passing hellos. Thank goodness, because who knows? You never know. You really don't. So, to me, I feel as though he had to force himself out of his shell to make those friends. He's a chameleon. He's masking himself. That's not who he is. That's not who he wants to be. He feels disgusting. He feels so uncomfortable in that mode. That's why he said it feels like a video game, because he admitted it. He's depersonalized. Do you know, for those of you who don't know, that means you're very detached from who you are as a person, like your personality, your makeup, and it's like they stated, like you're playing a video game in third person. Sometimes the actions you make don't feel like your own anymore, and it gets to a really scary place. And I feel like He accepted the darkness within him. He knew it was coming, and he held out his arms and embraced it. That's wild. It's just wild to me. Like, when you see someone on this downward spiral or this path, like, even if you find them to be a strange person and you've known them, just ask if they're okay. You know what I mean? Like, are you good? Can I get you a blanket? Like, you know what I mean? There's so many little ways that we can help change the course of someone's mood, day, every day. You best believe it. Like, they say people need X amount of positive touches a day, like whether it's a head pat, whether it's a squeeze, whether it's a hug, just kind little reassurances that you are cared for. You're good. Like, you're safe. All is well. You best believe I will always be hugging Jules. Like, you're good. I love you. But I'm also not going to overdo it. But still, point is, this is a good thing to do for people you care about. Okay. He really seemed to struggle with a few things. That's why I feel like this was so uncomfortable for him. He felt like his skin wasn't his skin. He felt like he didn't belong in the body he was in. And yet he did what he did to that body. Like, you did that. You got that body there, dude. I really believe that this person put himself in this position just to show that they could get themselves out of it. I think that there's a little honey bunny, but it's not one of those people that were in there. They were in the car or in the house and then the car. So where's the other person? And where's the other roommate? And what do you guys think about all this? What do you think about these bad habits? Did they end? I really do believe the whole fake it till they make it. And incels, listen, if for God forbid there are any incel armies up in here, but listen, this is not the answer by any means. This is not a show of strength. This is not bravery. This is not a goal. That is not what we call a goal, okay? This is not going to fix the spiraling. This will not fix your lives. For people who don't want you, this won't help. How about, God forbid, they focus on themselves and improve themselves and be worthy of someone's affection. Holy crap. Like, maybe have some worth. Like, if you're sitting at home in your house all day doing nothing, like, what worth are you? What do you bring to the table besides your laptop and your phone? What do you bring to the table? How can you protect these people? What can you give to the relationship? Nothing. You got nothing. So level up. Level up. Like, if it's a game to you, level up. And I feel like maybe that's what he was doing. Maybe he was living his life like Gamer, through the eyes of this lens of a fake world, viewing it as a simulation, trying to play the game as a game. And that's what he was doing. This is not a game. This was never a game. And I'm sure these long nights in that dark place with those scary people, I bet he feels like he doesn't belong. Poor thing. Disgusting. Listen, maybe we should stop with the pity parties, okay? I'm not saying that you can't feel your feels. We went over that. You can feel your feels. You don't have to be so tough all the time. You can let your guard down. You can be mushy, and then you heal. And just like I said, like the passing cloud, you will get over it. This too will pass you by. You will be okay, right? This too shall pass. What do you guys think? Is he following the questionnaire? He put out this questionnaire for criminals about their illegal acts, how they felt, what they did, what step they took first, where they started, how they planned this goal. Again, not a goal. English and words are very deliberate for a reason. So when I hear things like goal, it really like, and also being, what was it? What's the word he used? Exonerated? Not being found guilty, but being, or innocent, but being exonerated. Okay, we see you with these words. He probably read a dictionary and was like, I has big brain. And people were like, he has big brain. And then they all just like accepted it, even though he doesn't have big brain. He has different wired brain. And that's cool. You're using a different part of your brain that people normally don't. And you could have used it for good, but you didn't. You messed up. You landed on your face. And now look where you're at. Awesome. Cool. That's another thing that really will tick me right off. Wasted potential. Wasted potential. If you're so smart, if you has big brain, wasted potential. But now you're sitting behind bars to do what? Scheme and plot how to take over the world. Same thing we do every day. Plan to take over the world. I've been watching too much Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls. No such thing, right? I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. So it seems like some people are like, oh no, he liked talking to people. Yeah, sure. Maybe if he was like snowboarding beforehand or on the choo-choo bus, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I get this feeling like this isn't about him lusting after those people. I really don't think that. I don't think that. I think like what I picture in my head is the two girls, Kaylee and Maddie, right? um, I think they maybe did say something like, ew, back off, creep, like, and then giggle about it, right? Do their little giggle thing. And I think someone, Miss Harley Quinn, Miss Common Interest, Miss you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. We have this invested interest in this distaste for these people. So let us help one another. And that's why I said he must insist that no, this is not a booty crime because the booty and the kisses happened after, not during, because he's not interested in that. And he said to his neighbor, sounds like a crime of passion. Where's the passion? Wasn't for the victims. So who's it for? Your getaway driver? I mean, maybe. Just saying. It's just strange to me. This could be a Bonnie and Clyde fantasy. For someone who depersonalizes, this is their ultimate goal. Living life like the main character of a movie. Because that's how they see themselves. In the third person, they don't see themselves as making their own actions sometimes. They even can live with themselves doing horrible things and saying, that wasn't me. Don't know them. But dude, you are that person. But that is you though. But they're like, no. Don't remember. And the worst part is that if you actually have the issue, then you don't remember. Like, because you're depersonalized. It's like, okay, so remember when the disorder was called multiple personality disorder or dissociative disorder? Okay, that's what it is now, DID. Imagine like him getting stuck between states of transition of personality. That's what it would be. Like normally he would go from one state of being to another. This character to another. But there's no other character for him to switch to because he's just a dude. Sorry. Woo, almost said it. Oh! Innocent till proven guilty. Listen, he's stuck in between. He's glitching. There's no character to turn into because he is who he is. A monster. Disgusting. So this could feel like a Bonnie and Clyde thing. His parents seem innocent to me. They seem like they mean well. And I feel bad for his dad because he's kind of cute. Kind of. Like, I feel like he's just this adorable, honest Abe. Like, and there's a son, a psychopath, sitting right next to him, allegedly. Right? Aw, you don't have to do that. The music is so perfect, though, right now. Please always take care of yourselves and your families first. I'm going to keep you for a couple more minutes, if that's okay. And thank you, seriously, genuinely. Thank you, like, from the bottom of my heart. Me chungy wongy heart. What do you guys think? I just wanted to, get that all out of my head because I kept hearing people say, he's so brilliant. And then I hear, he's not brilliant. And then I hear, but he's so smart. And then he's not. Well, make up your minds. Is he smart or is he dumb? What is he? What is he? Is he genius or is he incel? What is he? And can you be celibate by choice? Or is that still an incel move? I'm not sure. Someone can educate me down below. But I think that someone else disliked the same person for their own reasons. I think that they both knew this is something that they wanted to do for a long time. They were willing at that time, to accept the consequences. Disgusting. So, again, told the neighbor it was a crime of passion, but not for the victims. I can't see him being both a genius and an inept buffoon. I can't. This is Boo Boo the Fool levels of embarrassment. So, I think he wanted to be the center of attention. This is it. Okay, your grand finale. The grand poopah. Get ready. The nerve. Here we go. The nerve. I will tell you. This is it. This is what happened. Okay, in my opinion, this isn't what really. I'm just saying. Okay, are you ready? Okay, he wanted to be in the center of his own whodunit. He wanted to star in his own role in his own movie because that's how he views this life. Because he's depersonalized. He mentions that the case again is not booty motivated because the booty happened afterwards. Disgusting, naughty. And then again, this could be a Bonnie and Clyde case. His poor parents. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm close? Do you think there could be another person involved? Because I really think the way that they have worded things, and what did I say earlier? Words are important. They use specific words for a reason. Language is specific for a reason. And I know that some people are just dumb and use words incorrectly. Like the, never mind. Girl, I am behaving. Look at me. Not starting no drama today. Honestly, I'm just, I can't. I'm just like mentally like fried. So, yeah. Again, like I said, how am I doing? I'm just doing, so we were doing this. I am doing okay though. Like I said, this person that we've lost recently, like last night, they're the type of person that belongs in this world. They're the type of person that this world needs. And I'm tired of being stuck in this world with crappy doo-doo heads like this dude. Allegedly, if he did it. But there's some really like bonkers out there, right? The things that people are coming up with right now, and they're Googling it. Google is telling on y'all. Dumbest criminals ever. Dumb. Stop searching things up on your phone. And here's another thing. They are giving this dude his defense. Like, they are handing it on a poo-poo platter. This is your defense. No, this is your defense. Use all of them for your defense. And then the old guy that was helping him out in the other state was all like, he can win this. Pardon me, sir. You are not his help anymore. Why do you care? Where's your invested interest? I'm curious. Okay, so those are all my scatterbrained thoughts. You know how I am. I had to say something about it. I just get this feeling, like this sixth sense. So, yeah, please let me know. Am I close? Anywhere near it? Maybe. I'm going to go make sure that Jules is okay. This is his first, like, type of loss. Man, this sucks. It sucks. But I'm okay. Everything's going to be okay. It just sucks right now. But, like the clouds, this too shall pass. And I keep thinking, they would be looking down at me right now, being like, laughing at us all. Like, look at you all getting sobby over me. Like it's endearing. It's sweet. Like, I could see that. Him just laughing about it. Because they were such a kind person that they would want us to have the celebration of life and that love in our hearts. So that's what I'm going to choose to do, okay? I'm okay, though. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yeah, and do let me know what you think, because I'm really curious. I don't know. I just keep, every time I hear people talk about it, I'm like, I just really have this really strong feeling that this is allegedly some of it. So we'll see how close I am. Hugs to you too. Please, like I said, take care of yourselves. And if you have a good friend that you maybe haven't checked in on in a minute, pop in, say hi, ask how they are. That's literally all it takes. Sometimes you can change the course of someone's entire day from a very kind, how are you? Or just checking in. It really does a world of good for you too, you know? So yeah, thanks for coming to your very own deprogramming session. Stay awake, stay aware, stay well. And you beat me today because there was a dono. Thank you, Cal, so much. Always take care of yourselves and your families first. But normally, I got you guys last 2 times. We were doing good, and you got me. So, thank you. Memberships down below. Don't be shy. $2 holla. Okay, love you. Bye.